everybody, before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know that this game has some pretty graphic content in the midst of the game. Now, this game may seem fun, and I'm having fun at first, of course, but there are some disturbing and downright disgusting things in this game. I've played it before, I know exactly what's in it, so please click off this video if you're A, squeamish, B, suicidal, or have depression of any sort, or C, have anxiety, or any other disorders that may affect how you consume content. Down below there will be a few links to help programs for suicide prevention, and also a number you can call. I don't know how amazing the number is, but it is there if you need it. I will also have the link to the page explaining everything in this game, because they have a link to that. So I'll have that down below if you guys want to check all that out before you watch this video. But again, you have been warned. Sup cunts, welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. If you guys want to see part 2 of this after this video, let me know, but I fucking love this game. I think it's a good game. It's really scary, but it's good. Scary in a cute kind of way. I feel like a cunt. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms like she's totally oblivious of the attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you wouldn't see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you guys have known each other for so long. By the way, guys, while I read, I just add in extra words so it makes sense. So if it doesn't exactly line up with the dialogue, sorry. We used to walk to school together, but on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Sorry, I had to burp. I had KFC. Ha ha ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. I'm not doing that voice.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Should that be my voice the rest of the game? Okay, I'm good. You say you say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh my god, I really hope I stop this voice. That's mean, cunt! Oh my god, this is gonna be the best video I've ever recorded. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then oh, this is me. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, cunt. I should have made it Uranus. That would have been amazing. Have you decided on any clubs to join? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but in Japan, clubs are way more prevalent than they are here. Like, in America, like, you join a club, but they don't really force you to, and in Japan, it's kind of a normal thing. At least so I've kind of seen. Because I know in a lot of anime, they're like, have you joined a club yet? And it's like, no. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I need to work on my reading. Bro, KFC, bro, their chicken sandwiches are so good. Sayori likes to worry about me a little too much. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, what? While I'm perfectly content by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, I do the same thing, so I like this guy. I'm so bad. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't. Oh, sorry. What the fuck just happened? Oh, I was talking about how I'm worried about that you. I could never be a voice actor. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have many skills before college. Just assuming. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Hey, I'm a NEET. I'm fine. Let me look up what a NEET means just so I'm not wrong. NEET. Not in education, employment, or training. Yeah. Okay, I'm not a NEET. Never mind. I thought it just meant somebody who stays inside. You trust me, right? Alt-tab. No. Don't make me keep worrying about you. She's the serial killer, by the way. She's the one who kills everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. This is every single conversation with all of my friends that are girls. They're like, you should probably get some friends. And I'm like, I have you. And they're like, no, you don't. Not for long. So, will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her? I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That's my guy. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. God, I need to work on my reading. It's only in video games. Like, my reading IRL, like, I can read packages and shit fine, but like in video games, I'm just like so bad, especially while I'm recording. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Came in where? This is why I'm single. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That's so rude. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that she had planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Let's go, boys. Hell yeah, we getting the women's today. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Ooh. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I'd rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Name's Xavier. The name's Cunt. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I hope that was loud enough for you guys to hear. Sayori says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I can't help. Cunt. Cunt. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. What's the thing? It's Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I can't get over cunt. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, cunt. Oh my god, no! It's good to see you again, Monica. Monica smiles sweetly. What the I forgot about this. Whenever I played this game the first time, this threw me off, like this pose here, immediately. I was like, bro, what is going on? That is not how people look. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile so genuinely... having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Monica, come sit down. Come sit down, cunt. We have made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one place next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Bruh. Gotta get that Manusi, the Monica cussy. I'm gonna shut up. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ready for what? What am I doing? Hold up, I just had a stroke. Hold up, what? Ta-da! Is she gonna flash? I might have to blur. Oh! Who makes that sound? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. By the way, guys, if you want to watch a proper Let's Play of this, there are other YouTubers who've done Let's Plays years ago. If you don't want to see me jack around and be idiot the whole time. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea oh, that's not Yuri. I had no idea you were you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I don't like icing. Well, okay, it's okay. I just prefer cupcakes without icing. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really... Hold on. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard that someone this made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But it's not for, you know, you dummy. She's so rude. Alright, bitch. I can fight you. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yeah. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, I mean, it's working. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime for me. Might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy some tea. I'm glad. Well, that was... Okay. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate last year? Debate sucks. Guys, don't join debate unless you want to join debate. I wouldn't, because I don't like debate anymore. I did it for my half of my first semester, and I dropped it. Well, you know. Teehee. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. There are politics in clubs? I didn't know that. I didn't know. It's like, alright guys, to join debate, you guys have to be Democrat. If you are not Democrat, you guys have to leave. I'm sorry, no Republicans in debate. Or it's like, to join the art club, you have to be pro-life. Sorry, pro-choice people, you cannot be part of that. Like, what? I get what she means, but I just thought it was funny. It wasn't, but I thought so. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and how to and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Okay. Monica is a really great leader. Like, so good. Like, oh my god. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm sorry, cunt. I just can't. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I wish that like American schools, at least where I'm from, did stuff like big festivals and stuff like they do in Japan. I know they have like, most schools have like sports festivals, and we have those like in like elementary school, but we don't have those in high school, and it sucks because those are so cool. Like in high school we'd have like field day or whatever, or in high school, in elementary school and maybe middle school, but I mostly remember in elementary, where you just like played sports all day. And for the kids who didn't like sports, it was the worst day ever. And for the kids who did, it was the best day ever. And for the kids who were intermediate to sports, it was the worst and the best day ever, which was me, because I only liked the water sports. I didn't like any other sport. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. What a bitch. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, cunt! What kinds of things do you read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Hey, that's what I read, so I can't. Muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head quietly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, I just got blasted to the 8th divine by this bitch. She fucking asshole, dude. Wow, how could you say that to me? Not much of a reader. Fuck you, alright? I read a lot. I read Richard Dawkins. I read Christopher Hitchens. I read Mark Twain. I read Rick Riordan, if that's how you say his name. I read fucking what was that book? The Martian? Was it The Martian? Yeah, The Martian. I read I didn't read The Martian. I read The Magic Treehouse. Fuck you, alright? That's straight literature. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking and seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Like this? Okay. I feel like every video I get wet. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Alright. My favorites. I'm not reading that. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I mean, in terms of reading, like, I would say I'm more of a non-fiction person. Kind of like, I don't know. Fiction's cool and everything. Like, manga is cool. I like reading manga. I'm gonna point this to me a little bit. I like reading manga because, like, it's based on my favorite animes, but, like, I like non-fiction stuff a lot. Like, I recently read, what is it? It's a book by Lawrence Krauss. I think it was either, I don't remember which one it was. I only read a little bit of it because I was borrowing it from a friend. But it was either The Greatest Story Ever Told So Far, or, I think it was The Greatest Story Ever Told So Far. That was the book I read. And it was a masterpiece of a book. I didn't read it all, like I said. I'm gonna have to borrow it again and read it. But oh my god, that was amazing. Telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. Bro, I have to burp. But it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Whenever I first played this game, I remember one thing stuck out to me was Yuri was completely different from everyone else. Like, as rude as Natsuki is, she's still kind of outgoing in a way. And Sayori is obviously outgoing. And then Monica is popular and outgoing. But Sayori was not. And that threw me off at first. I was like, whoa, maybe she is the evil one here. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. As I read horror... I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. What? Do I have any books in here? I wonder if I have any books. Oh. I just picked this up because I thought it might be interesting. It's scientific facts in the Bible. I want to see like if it was good. So I haven't read through it yet, but it's a short read, and it looks pretty interesting. I have a huge interest in like theology. I'm not gonna give my opinions on theology, but like I have a huge interest in it, and it was like dirt cheap. It was like $7. So yeah, that's cool. I have that book. The other two books I have no. Oh, I know where they are. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only a brief moment. Ugh! I hate horror. Nobody asked for your fucking opinion, Natsuki. But, never mind. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute. It's just as cute as you. Yeah. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. That's right, sweetheart. You're not cute. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get back into the game. Natsuki, you're right. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Fuck pop filters. Fuck that. I want y'all to see my mouth, okay? Yeah, well, I guess some. Alright, hold up. Alright. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share a little? Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Oh, you wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest I hate my life. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Jesus. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Why are there so many big words? Okay, I'm pretty stupid. Alright. So let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. That is not the voice I gave her. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Let's go, club power. Isn't that right, cunt? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still a problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Cunt! Cunt. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Nobody asked, alright? Nobody fucking cares about you. Then let's make it official. Wait, what are we making official? Hold on. Just blacked out for a minute. Hold on. What are we making official? What's up? Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, that was kind of my reaction. I thought we were making something else official. It's fine. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everybody remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem. Bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Cunt. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'm actually good at writing, surprisingly. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, cunt. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or all 4. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's go. Let's write a poem. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something. Okay. Desire. This. Yeah. I kind of want to get a mix of these two as well, but I also want mostly her. Fluffy. Landscape. Play. Depression. What? Cheer. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Pink. There we go. Silly. Fuck. Music. Fuck. Vivacious. Extraordinary. Oh, fuck. Smile. What? Nibble. Yeah. Okay. Last one I'll leave to Yuri. Alright, cool, guys. I wrote my poem. Hi again, cunt. It's funny because it sounds like they're calling me cunt, but that's just my name. Glad to see you didn't run away after us. Run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I'll at least keep my word while I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, cunt. She sounds threatening. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. What am I committing to? I mean, I guess we can get married. It's, it's only been making dive yourself head first into literature. Yeah, literature is a big commitment. It's a bigger commitment, marriage. When you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if your plan is to come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously,
then you won't see the end of it.
Jesus. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the back of the club room. Shit, get her roasted, Natsuki. Fuck you. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Cunt always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little
jealous.
Jesus, calm down. How come you and Cunt can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems to be oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Kills herself. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. That's why I got this. Fuck you, I don't need your book. I hope you're skeptical, Camboard. And we could, wait, what are we doing? Hold up. Give me 1 second. What are we doing? Discuss it if you want it. Discuss what? Marriage? This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. What is this word? Oh, enthusiastically. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. They're talking about me. These +1 ab bicep things, whatever the they're talking about my new arms, my gunninators. That one too. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with some literature replaced by myself like what? Oh, by myself like this. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the Literature Club is all about. The problem is that the idea of Literature Club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing them showing that to everybody. Someone that speaks to the creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how we can get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they may come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Sayori is taking this seriously? It's rare to hear her deliberate. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will be the trick? What kind? Oh, well, guess we could. Cupcakes? Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcake it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details. Imagine being like, I'm starving, and somebody being like, okay, that's cool, but okay. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Hello? No, I'm just kidding. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Less time for anime? I want to watch anime. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori. It's written all over your eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around. Damn, roasted. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. Bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe the stain off with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Fucking just double dog roasted, just fucking blasted to the next goddamn dimension. Fuck you, Sayori, you dumb bitch. That's what you get, ho. Yeah? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better you look, you'll change your mind. Oh, I don't like this image. Can I mean, there's nothing there to look at. Yeah? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Yeah? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about this, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The bottom might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Yeah. Anyway, you look much better now, so Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! This is much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Jesus, I've been recording for 50 minutes. Yeah, I was kind of going for like an hour each episode, so. But this one will be a little longer since it's the pilot. The fucking pilot 319 episode. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. And Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Cunt, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find somebody to share with? I can't wait. Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sarah's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, this is the first choice. I mean, Yuri seems the most experienced, so should I start with her? I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Oh, I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into their hand. I couldn't help but notice that it seems several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. I think it should just be form the two together, whatever. The end result is that both of the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Oof. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if demeanor typically changes. Shaming is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even simple poems. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is possibly one of the most challenging parts. Might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. I need water. It's a lot of reading, okay? Yuri smiles immediately at the rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, I can barely read cursive. Ghost under the light. Yeah, no, cursive this is very small. I'm blind, guys. I forgot to mention that I wear contacts, and contacts don't help as much as you'd think. So you guys can read this. You guys can pause and read this. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip. I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, it's just I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. And that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, cunt. Really? I must have totally missed your point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But I remember the poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and expressive in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story and paint a picture. I need to scoot up a bit. My posture is shit. The thing being symbolic, simple compared to a ghost. I just blinked out for a minute. You gotta give me a second. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more putting it that way. See, it's so weird because when I'm reading in my head, words like that are so easy. But like whenever I read it out loud, I just can't say it. I know what it is, but I can't say it. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. You're just a sad mistake and should honestly stop writing, you piece of shit. Because nobody cares what your story's about, you fucking galoot. Kill yourself. That's probably accurate. That's probably what Yuri's thinking. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Jesus. Alright, so I got Sayori, Monica, Natsuki. So, I kind of added a lot of Natsuki in here. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. Oh, okay. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I want to get smacked. I'll pass. Sigh. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can sink. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. This is the most adorable poem I've ever seen. I actually really like it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and shit. You know, it has stuff, but... So people don't even take my writing seriously. Cunt. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is that simple writing, the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. I do love wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's go Monica. Hi, cunt. Oh my god. Having a good time so far? No. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, what are we doing? If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Yeah, so, no. I got about a 15-page essay of shit you can do better, you fucking crazy bitch. Number 1, stop talking like that. Number 2, please use normal poses. Number 3, this finger doesn't have to come out that far. Number 4, your hair is a little weird. I don't really like the way that it just stills. I don't know how much glue and shit you put in it, but it shouldn't look like that. Number 4, you're an anime character, so I don't want to fucking hear it. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, I want to share your poem. You want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Like this shit. You know what I'm talking? Like, who the... I'm sorry, but like... What is this? What is this? What kind of pose is that? No. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, cunt. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Aha, I could be. Fucking. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. As you should be afraid to experiment a little. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. It's okay. I love to see you try new things. that's the best way to find the kinds of styles that suit you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry. It's not very good. Sounds pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, I don't want to read all this. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction, the sparkle... I can't read this. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but whenever writing is like this, like very bold, and like in these weird text styles, like words like this, I can barely like I can tell it's boyfriend, but I can barely read the fact that it's boyfriend. Or words like this, that I can't tell at all. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of, the style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that had a kind of epiphany recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. She's gonna kill us. I feel like she's gonna kill us. I'm just kidding. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixed on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you won't make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep the pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Sayori. Let's go, gang. Sayori, bruh.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, cunt. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori,
You must have been seriously overreacting.
I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I'm doing either.
I have no idea what I like either. Never mind. Fuck you.
Aha.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a cunt poem. Oh my god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feeling in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I mean, I'm really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, cunt. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only a really good person would do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Jesus Christ. Does that say fucked? Oh, forehead. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, she wrote it this morning, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? I told you. No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Yeah. I don't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I skip breakfast every morning. I don't eat breakfast because I am cool. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. Whoa. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I look forward to it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, let me know down below that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope I can do a part 2. Yeah, let's see the adventures of Monica, Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri in the future. Alright, thank you. Also, the adventures of Cunt. Alright, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.